Welcome to the show. In this episode, we're going to be discussing corporations and ethics with news that Nestle abruptly removes its CEO over undisclosed relationship with a subordinate. Before we dive in, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give our videos a thumbs up so we know what you like. And we'll bring you more of that sort of content. So let's look at this from a PR perspective and a how to navigate such turmoil. I'm sure the comms team there must be going through a very tough time. And I hope that their corp comms function is in full drive. You have to anticipate such events and have a plan. If you act or start to create your crisis comms plan after the event, you're already behind the ball. All right, so just to summarize, Nestle dismisses the CEO after investigations into conduct. They've announced that Philipp Navratil appointed as new CEO. Nestle faces volatility amid tough consumer environment and U.S. trade tariffs, and the ousted CEO will not receive exit package. Okay, so Nestle's abruptly dismissed its CEO, Laurent Freixe, for failing to disclose a romantic relationship with a subordinate, the Swiss food giant said on Monday. A dramatic removal exactly a year after he took the reins. The maker of products ranging from Kit Kat to Nesquik said that it had appointed veteran insider Philipp Navratil, who has headed the Nespresso coffee unit, as Freixe's successor with immediate effect. Okay, the shock departure threatens more volatility for Nestle amid a tough consumer environment and the disruptive U.S. trade tariffs. So Nestle said that, the departure follows an investigation overseen by Chairman Paul Balkel and lead independent director Pablo Isla into an undisclosed romantic relationship with a direct subordinate, which breached the company's code of business conduct. This was a necessary decision, Balkel said in a statement. Nestle's values and governance are strong foundations of our company. I thank Laurent for his years of service, end quote. The firm announced in June that Balkel, its long-standing chairman, would stand down next year. So that's really interesting when you think about how they're sort of running the business from that perspective. So let's look further into what's going on there. So they thank him for his service. They've announced the new CEO. A company spokesman told Reuters that concerns about a possible leadership between Freixe and direct report first emerged in the spring through an internal company hotline. The board of directors immediately opened an investigation into the matter, which was, however, inconclusive, the person added. So as the concerns persisted, the company launched a second probe overseen by Balkel and Isla, and with the help of an external firm which confirmed the relationship. So Freixe had initially denied the relationship to the board, the spokesperson added. The ousted executive would not receive an exit package after his dismissal. That's unfortunate, because I'm sure that exit package is pretty big. The CEO's abrupt removal comes exactly 1 year after Nestle ousted his predecessor, Mark Schneider, raising questions on its next course of action, even though the company said it would not change course on strategy and targets. Wow. So this new change is likely to keep afloat the question mark about the midterm direction of the company. JP Morgan analyst said in a note to clients. Nestle's shares are falling 17% over the past year, lagging its rivals in the broader market. So this sudden exit is the latest management reshuffle at a global consumer goods and food company this year, including Nestle rival Unilever, Diageo, and Hershey. Huge names. Top management's conduct has come under intense scrutiny, particularly in the United States. Kohl's fired CEO Ashley Buchanan in May after an investigation found he had pushed for deals with a vendor with whom he had a personal relationship after a little more than 100 days in the position. That's fascinating. I mean, that's literally putting your job on the line and creating a crisis for the company. 100 days in. And Astronomer CEO Andy Byron resigned in July after being caught on camera embracing a staffer at a Coldplay concert. We all saw that viral video where the kiss cam sort of caught the two at a Coldplay concert. Things that happen. So Navratil began his career with Nestle in 2001 as an internal auditor. After holding various commercial roles in Central America, he was appointed country manager for Nestle Honduras in 2009. He assumed leadership of the coffee and beverages business in Mexico in 2013 and transitioned to Nestle's coffee strategic business unit in 2020. He then moved to Nespresso in July 2024. And joined the Nestle executive board on January 1 this year. So what's my take on this? Let's take a step back and look at leadership and how to look at leadership. Leadership is not just about driving results. It's about modeling integrity. I'll repeat, leadership is not just about driving results. It's about modeling integrity. The recent news about Nestle CEO stepping down due to a code of conduct violation, right? It's a powerful reminder that no one is above the standards we set. A company's code of conduct is more than a document. It's a living expression of its values, culture, and expectations. I repeat, a company's code of conduct is more than a document. It's a living expression of its values, culture, and expectations. So as someone who works in the communications and PR field, and crisis comms is a very important segment of the responsibilities. When we look at things like ethics and compliance, I applaud Nestle for holding firm to their standards, demonstrating transparency and reinforcing a message of accountability at the highest level. So, let this serve as a case study and a conversation starter. How well do we understand our own code of conduct? Are we treating it as a guide for real behavior, not just a box-checking exercise? Ethics and compliance isn't a department. It's a shared responsibility. Let me know what you think in the comments as to them firing the CEO and appointing a new one, how it's affected their shares if you're a shareholder, where you think they'll go in the future. Let me know what you think in the comments, how they're going to handle this crisis and how they move forward. That brings us to the end of this episode. Make sure you head over to buymeacoffee.com/Samson King to support the channel. We always appreciate that. Make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.